Welcome, everyone. Welcome. 1 second. Welcome, everyone, to the second episode of Black Dance Stories Power Half Hour. Hey, y'all. This is a beautiful and quick moment to get powered up, inspired, uplifted as we take on the day and the week. There's nothing more special than the communal experience of story sharing and the deep inner fire energy that it evokes just from hearing other folks' stories and thoughts. Inspiration and energy flow truly comes from that authentic energy exchange. As Black Dance Stories continues to hold space for, interconnect, archive full and diverse Black dance stories and legacies, we now make space for young professional movement artists of all walks to share our voices, our journeys, what's on top for us as we pave our way through the dance movement community. It is so important not only to make space for us younger folk, but also to listen to our experiences, what we have to say, and share as we are grounding ourselves, our voices, our stances, our missions in this ever-evolving world. Because not only are we the future, but we are the present, and jewels of wisdom and inspiration come in all shapes, sizes, ages, journeys, sharing stories, no matter the clout. So this month's guest is Johnnie Cruise Mercer, which I'm really excited, who we've paired with Zane Booker for mentoring and connection. But first I'm gonna introduce myself, and then we're gonna bring Johnnie on. My name is Makeda Lily. My full name is Makeda Lily and Wabunkosi Margie Rose Roni Love. I was the on-screen producer for our Black Dance Stories Thursdays, and now the host of BDS Power Half Hour, which tunes every last Monday of the month at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I am a fourth generation life, body, soul alchemist, translating ethereal matter into languages of dance movement, art, and any other language my soul is called to channel and express love, inner power, vibrancy, and truth. I am in this human experience as an able-bodied, Black, Indigenous American woman. Pronouns she, her, hers, and they, as I am an extension of my ancestors and my spirit team, and they are an extension of me. I come from a long generational line of artists and energetic intuitives, both on my maternal and paternal lines, the Love Roni lines, which extends out through so many amazing, powerful people, artists, legacies, and ancestors that I send my love and gratitude to every day as I move through the world as an extension of them and them an extension of me. Most immediately, I am the daughter of Mia Love and Antoine Roni. I am the sister of Kojo Roni, Zipporah Roni, and Turquoise Love, a family of beautiful, dope, powerful artists. I am live from a part of the Muncie Lenape lands, now nomenclatured as Harlem, New York. I'm sitting in my living room. There's some plants behind me, a bookshelf, speakers, and a painting that was given to me from my mother from Cuba. Also some dried lavender. I am wearing a multicolored pink and cream kimono. I have on a gold necklace with a small aventurine stone. My hair is curly, natural, with some bangs and swoops to the side, shoulder length. And without further ado, Actually, I want to say first that I'm excited that all of y'all are here with us. Community is such a great and important part of Black dance stories. So of course, I want to know who's watching. Please share some love, share some waves, comment, interact. Also, please share where you're watching from. And just, let's just have this interaction, love, coming from a space of pure love. We'll also be doing a Q&A portion at the end. So please go ahead and ask some questions as you're listening and interacting. There is a question feature at the bottom of your screen. It's like a circle with a question mark. So if you can use that to ask questions, it will all be segregated. It will all be put together in one spot so that I can see it all. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in Johnnie. I'm really excited. So 1 second, everyone. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm all right.
Good. Before I give you the floor, I want to relay or come through our tradition that we usually have of cheersing. My words are funny today, sorry. So I know you have your cup. Let's cheers to Black Dance Stories. Yay.
Sip, sip.
Mm-hmm. Sip, sip. So I'm going to give you the floor, and this is your time to share your stories, what's on top for you, your heart. So, yeah.
First of all, Johnnie again, he, him, his pronouns, they as well, due to ancestral ties and things that I'm questioning and becoming. And I am currently in Baltimore, Maryland, which is the land of the Lumbee, Piscataway, and Cherokee people. I'm actually here doing a residency at Goucher College. Iquel Shaheed brought me in, and it's been wonderful. Shout out to Iquel, thank you. I guess I'll start by asking, or actually talking about, like, Amakara, maybe asking you, have you seen my work before?
I have seen your work at American Dance Festival. Now, I don't remember the name of the work, but it was what year? 2017.
Or 18. Yeah, one of those.
One in 2017, 2018. You did a group work with a lot of the students of ADF. That was one of the works that I've seen of yours.
You know, what's and I asked that because I wanted an entry point. Like, I'm starting to kind of feel, and this is a real conversation, how making radical choices disrupts certain things and therefore creates, like, so much discomfort that like it's that thing. So I'm finding that right now and working. So that's a good entryway for me, as a memory. Like, I don't know if you remember everyone moving through everyone else, and then everyone kind of like it, and then it was just going on, all of that feeling. So right now I'm working on that. Actually, coincidentally, that's something that I was planning to do right now.
Where you are at now? Not
now here, but in this coming year. Okay. So all of the things and theories and ideas I was working with then, with facilitation and choreography and what that is, which already exists in the history of people I've worked with and around, is becoming so much more radical to do because of the distance thing between people and the emotional stuff that's going on and all these layers of separation. So I think I want to talk about, like, radical making a little bit, and just, like, talk a little bit, because I as a maker right now, I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out what it is that I personally am trying to make. You know what I mean? And that's not a product for people to sell or do. What am I trying to do that's not the product that people try to sell? So I just want to talk. Let's see. I guess something I'll kind of get to the root to first is maybe my background, because I'm realizing people may not know me or anything. Like, I also realize people don't know a lot about me. I don't, like, share too much. But my background is in the church. specifically in Baptist upbringing. Also voguing, and I was in a house. So there's a lot of that communal stuff and some of the stuff I do, and like always like moving and feeling together. You know what I mean? So that connects to some of the stuff I'm probably going to talk about. But like I am currently like the process, like approaching process first has been something I've always wanted to lean into, and I am currently feeling the barrier of that, or that place where, you know, people are saying, okay, well, what is it, right? And I don't know how to get past that right now. You know, like I'm trying to, like, I don't know if this is, I don't know how to get past that. What is it?
Yeah, the product. Like, what's the product?
Yeah, like what's the product? What's the product? And I'm hearing it, and not from one specific place or one specific place in the dance field. Actually, it's mainly in dance that I'm having this happen. But I don't know what to do with it. Like I don't know how to approach it. Like I'm at that point where I'm like standing at that edge of what you would call your career or whatever, and then my art that's calling me is hitting the boundary of whatever, like what I guess is I'm supposed to do, I guess, which I never really conceived of yet. And then that is starting to kind of, I feel like I'm blabbering, but I'm trying to get to the point. Like that's getting to the point where it's even going against the ways that I want to work, which is like about the church and feeling together and doing that. Like it's feeling like now, as I'm entering into this new part of my life, I'm getting a little confused, being like, oh no, wait, what is it? Is it about what is it, or is it about other things and expanding and growing and not knowing what, like, and so I'm just any thoughts and all of that. Like I'm just spilling right now.
That's what this is for. Yes.
It's real. Like, I mean, I guess I should even be more clear to say that as I personally am entering into that space of making with more visibility attached to my name personally, you know what I mean? I can feel that place of transformation starting to happen, but I'm a little scared of like, am I in control of this transformation at all? Is this a spiritual thing? Is this capitalistic thing? Like what's going on? You know what I mean? And I think all of that relates to that push on what is it? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. That's at top of head without organizing my thoughts, but definitely some pressure. You know, definitely some pressure. Definitely feeling that the question that arises as we try to make art in capitalist society that values the commodified product. Yeah, like
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like process is the thing. I think that's the most. I don't know. Or I do know, and I'm scared of the answer that I do know. Exactly. I do know. And that is the thing. Is like
Yep. The answers are in the questions, and also we say we don't know a lot, but we do.
I know. Yeah. I think no, I know. That's interesting. I was in the Bill T thing recently, and there was other things that were going on in that, but one of the things that I like attached to was the fact that we had to say I know at the end. And I kind of resisted that. And now I'm like understanding the full brevity of what that statement, you know what I mean? But I do know, and I know that the stuff that's going on around me is not good. I know, to be honest with you, as a choreographer right now, as I'm working and as I'm trying to figure out how to make my life happen and also how to support the people I care about, it's almost becoming impossible. I can feel the institutions getting stronger. I can feel them becoming more important than the people still. Like I can feel things reverting back. And as I'm entering into this next level of my career, it's disheartening, and it's actually destroying me on the inside to actually watch people still treat other people certain ways. And so like, I don't know. I know I do know. I know what the hell is going on around us, and I'm just so resistant against it. And I just want to do whatever I can to like help do something different, heal, or just take rest or something. And I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that. And I also know that the people around me are the people I need to work with to do it, because there's this whole other, I just question the notion of choreographer and what it means. And I question all of the words. I'm kind of just done playing, you know, and I just really want to do work. And so like, I know that I can do work with others. You know what I mean? I know that that will help. So like, there's some things I know. I guess there's just a lot of fear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to like take those things I know and continue to put it into practice, despite resistance, despite whatever the crap else happens, you know, hell else happens.
Yeah. Do you know where that fear is coming from?
Oh yeah.
Or stems?
Yeah, it's the truth. Because when like the truth is beautiful, but it's also like a fully embraced like process. So when you take in truth, you become whatever you are, no matter what it is. Shadows, light, all. And I think that is the scariest thing. That's where the fear comes from. When I'm at the truth at this point. Like I'm not, I know. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm going, what is it? It's more like, no, you know. And now, like, so yeah, that's the fear. Like accepting it, embracing it, being okay with it. Hey, Etika. You know what I mean?
Where does your work come into play with this conversation that you're having?
I've been working for a long time with a lot of people on taking choreography and offering it as something that all artists work with in active play without a choreographer being the name title person, which we all are already doing in our art making practices, but literally being like, hey, Etika, saying, okay, Etika, I work with her. She is a choreographic artist. I'm directing, which Sidra Bell is doing when she's working, and Ishmael, they're all working in that way. But really being like, what are the tools we're all working with as a collaboration, and trying to figure out a way to destructure like dancer choreographer in the actual practice. And so like doing that the last like 7 years or the last 4 years, and this is a 6-year project, I've been trying to build a company and also a practice and ways of working that were leaning towards more equitable ways of working, but also ways of building stories together through our memories. And that way connecting our individual ways of working to a collective vision in some way. So that's what I've been doing in this project, this process memoirs, process anthology. So a lot of that, when I originally started, I thought it was just going to be memory work about myself. But as I worked with others, then that memory work tied into other memories, and then visual, and then I started to lose myself and the idea of anything being me. And it started to bang on my door that it's us. Like it was like, I could feel myself go like this. And I'm still learning that is where I need to live. And so that's my work right now. It's this 6-year process that involves building stories with people of a certain generation, and in this case, millennials. And to the part about like pushing against the system in a certain way, because all of the works were processed, and I've been commissioned and working with different organizations, 92nd Y, Danspace, etc., that are presenting organizations that are asking for a certain product, not necessarily to say it's not processed, but this is the piece. I've been working outside of that in all kinds of ways. So like, it's like if you went to a Marvel movie, right? If you're commissioning me, you're commissioning a part of that Marvel movie. You're not commissioning a work on its standalone. You would have to see the other things to understand the full arc of what's going on in general. Right. So it becomes process. You're watching process until you know what I mean? So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And even in this time right now, as we enter into this space where process is probably going to be leaned into if it's radical in a certain way, like I think this level, whatever. I'm having that space to be in process visibly. Like a Shadow Prince situation, that was process. That was me and 3 of my closest collaborators working in deep process and capturing a moment, like documentary style. You know what I mean? And because we were able to do it, and because we were just doing it in gut, that wasn't overly planned. We didn't plan that for 8 years. You know, that wasn't that the budget was like $1,000. like, you know what I mean? And so like, it's becoming more of a, we can make in process right now. And so I think now is the time for me to continue to do what I'm doing. And just like, I know what the people I love. I'm gonna stop right there. So that's the project in general, I think, is already built to be in the time we're in.
Yeah.
And I'll say the project because I haven't really said it. It's called A Process Anthology: The Decade from Hell and the Decade to Follow Suit. And you can check it on the website and stuff like that. But it's a full thing, all based on time, based on deconstructing time, based on working together to do that.
Is this the work that you are working on with the university that you're at? Yeah. Yeah,
good question. Yeah, it is. Currently, I'm here making the second volume of Process Memoir 7. So if people don't know, there are like 8 chapters or 10 chapters in the anthology. Each one is called a process memoir until you get to the end. Just like when you watch the Marvel movies, you have the 2 epics. So you have those 2 at the end. So we're on Process Memoir 7, and we've already gotten through the first 6. And in 7, everything is about rest, production, and what is questioning the word production, and also collaboration. And so there's like different volumes of that. So Process Memoir 7 Volume 2 is what we're doing now at Gaucho. And it's about zooming in on the color black to find the hues of color inside of it. So it's like kind of the way that I do process memoirs is looking at the material and restructuring different things and playing things over and over in cycles. I like Paul Taylor, Martha Graham, and all them. When they do it in technique, I'm doing it in composition in certain ways on purpose. I think we all do it instinctually, but like in different ways, and trying to figure out what is it that we're all trying to get to. What am I trying to say? What are we all trying to say? And then cohesing to the epics later to create works. But
yeah. Wow. It sounds very packed. I wish we had more time to dive in. But that also leads us and segues us to questions. If anyone has questions, please. I'm also going to search in here and see if anyone asked questions. But we have Brooke Rucker that's on here. She says, sometimes, can't be articulated and yet is still known information. Yes. There's so many. Here's some questions. So we have one question that's from T Click, which I'm guessing is Mama Charmaine, and probably Baba Tony. She says, what lifts you up?
Teaching, education. I love teaching. I love being with elementary school kids, middle school kids, high school kids specifically, and just being in the classroom and seeing them grow, be free, because it's movement. So it's like just getting them to like let go. Oh, brings my heart so much joy.
That's beautiful. Yes, yes. And we have 2 questions. So the second question is from One Part Tariq. And the question is performance the problem?
Whew.
If we can answer that question in like a couple sentences, that's a whole nother live, okay?
I'll do it. Yeah, I think that it's not it's like a gun. You know what I mean? Like performance is like a gun. It's a skill, it's a tool, it's the way we use it, but it's the way we're using it. So I don't know if it's a problem. Maybe we're doing things that's the problem.
Yeah, maybe like you said, the utilization of it. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Johnnie, with us, taking the time with this Power Half Hour, sharing your heart with us. Thank you, everyone, for being here as we have powered up to violently move through the rest of our day. It's such a quick time, but it's also just a beautiful time to just hear and hold space. Before we go, I have a few quick announcements to make. First of all, please check out Johnnie and his company and all the wonderful things that they're doing. You can connect, share, love, and support him by clicking the Instagram that he is live with us on and explore. Secondly, to all my younger professional artists out there, Black Dance Stories, the Young Artist Experience, is an iteration of BDS that not only houses this Power Half Hour, but also houses an online interactive experience that is now launched on our website. We are holding space to spotlight and share all voices and experiences of us younger professional dance movement artists through an online journal blog form. And the mission is not only to hold space for expression and interaction of our experiences, but also a space for our young aspiring movement artists to go and be inspired, uplifted, and activated as they go through their journey. So if you are a Black movement dance artist between the ages of 21 and 35, please come say hi on our BDS Young Artist Experience Journal blog site and share your experience if you feel called to. You can submit a writing, an audio, or a video that culminates your journey this far, or what's on top for you as you're going through your experience. I did a submission and it was really nice to go through and share. I did a writing. Lastly, of course, stay connected with us on our social media. We have so many wonderful things that are brewing, and you won't want to miss out on that. So please stay connected, trickle out, and share BDS with your community and your loved ones. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where we have our past BDS Thursday's episodes, and they're literally soul food conversations with so many legends of the dance community. And please, if you want to, come be a part of our Patreon. We share really awesome, unfiltered, raw, behind the stage, backstage talks from the BDS Thursday lives that we had, and along with other perks and sharings that are exclusive to our Patreon community. So all of that I just announced is within our link tree that I pinned. So go ahead and you can check that out. Without your love and interaction, support, and your love, Johnnie Mercer, and your interaction, your support, and sharing of your heart, we couldn't be here like we are. So we thank y'all so much. And our next few guests next month is Courtney Taylor Key, and December is Dre Drummond. So much love to you, Johnnie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.